and welcome back to your message. Oh, am I delighted to have you here? And honestly, it was quite a lot that came through that I'm meant to share with you first before we get to have a little close-up look what the guidance is for exactly this present moment right here, right now. So consider what is coming through first, just additional confirmation, yeah? And as with every single content piece that you're consuming, I know I'm like a broken record player at this point, especially if you've been here for a while, but only take it as confirmation, as a mirror to see, okay, I'm fully resonating with that. This is where I'm at in the journey. Perfect, beautiful. And even if not, you're inevitably gonna arrive there, right? This is meant to make you feel seen and understood. Yeah, because I don't know why I felt called to like start this video this way, but it's like I literally see us all like holding hands. And this is very on point and on brand with this overall shift that we're currently experiencing, right? It's like the individualists, the me, ego-driven narrative is making way for the collaboration of coming together of like, actually, let's freaking, let's do it in unison, in communion. And yeah, there's a reason why this was coming through like so strongly in the beginning. But my lovely, first of all, if you happen to watch it like in the first week of February, lucky you. No, like honestly, because I usually don't really talk about like astrological transits really, because I'm not often feeling the impact to a certain degree where I'm being made aware of. But today, especially 1st February, if you watch it like right when I upload it, we're in the last full moon before the Chinese New Year, the actual New Year happens with the fire horse on the 17th of February. And that is massive because not only is a full moon in Leo, which is also fire, but it's the last one. So all of the things that still need to be addressed are coming to the surface. They're literally being smacked in your face. And please let me know in the comments what you have noticed, what it is for you specifically that has reared its head, because there has been most likely a lot of things that are still asking for your attention, which is a beautiful gift in itself, right? But just what I can tell you when I tap into that energy and the guidance that I've received is like, it's most likely linked to leadership, as in, because that's all about Leo, right? That's confidence, that leadership, like assertiveness, and most likely like related to certain areas of your life and where you haven't fully taken accountability for, showing up fully, where you still held yourself back and kept yourself small, kind of caged in. And my lovely, this is a confirmation that you've probably heard maybe through other psychics or through your own connection to your guides, to your highest self, to source, highest Christ light, is the fact that you have successfully closed out your karmic phase. You're literally walking the dharmic path now, full of body chills, and you're on the forefront of it. Like this is, yeah, you might have, I for certain have seen it in my own like YouTube algorithm, but like things like you're part of the first wave, blah, blah, blah. I'm not clicking on it, but it's just confirmation of like what I'm like intuitively already picking up on, because here is the thing. Walking the karmic path, what you have done for up until now, right? With 2025 being the freaking cherry on the top of the cake. I know, you don't need to tell me it has been. Okay, I want to say it has been a shit show. Like, let's call it for what it is, for what it was, but it was such a gift. And you see it as a gift as it is. But what kind of worked during the karmic phase is like completely unusable in the dharmic path forward, because the dharmic path requires you to literally embody spirituality, all the learnings, like just flowing, being open and moving in coherence with universal truth, with law, with how reality has always been meant to be lived by us. But well, we had to deal with a lot of things first, right? And this is where you're gonna shine. Literally, when I tapped into the energy and set a meditation before coming on here, I heard, like, the last sentence that I heard before I came out of it was like, you're getting crowned and you don't even know it. And I'm like, ooh, which makes a lot of sense, because again, like, leadership, and this is like you're guiding with your frequency, right? Like, this is the blueprint of you. Then anything like material that it's coming from it is just helping for like hands-on proof for those that are still very much unaware, asleep, to get awakened and get ignited to then embark on their karmic path. It's like, but they're going to go through it very, very fast, because now with the energies cosmically, like the shedding and releasing that took a bit of time for us, I know it will happen way quicker for them, but this is literally your dharma, part of your purpose, like, this. And speaking about like dharma, what you will notice is, and it's beautiful, again, if you're watching it the first week of February with like the full moon energy still so present, because full moons are all about illuminating, shedding, right? What I received and what I'm meant to share with you now, like for guidance, is to really sit with all the learnings, everything that you kind of gained throughout your karmic phase, and see like where the hurt points were, because you can have fun with it, because everything that kind of burdened you is gonna be now flipped on its head. Basically, you're gonna experience the whole opposite of everything in this path moving forward. That's why also like the onslaught of everything's gonna be different. You will not even know like what hit you, because you literally have never experienced the type of just coherence in like all areas of your life. So that means if in the past you have struggled with working with people and got like a lot of backstabbed, or like romantic relationships just bringing a lot of hurt parts of you to the surface but never really amounting to anything, all of this you can literally translate it one-on-one into like kind-hearted, heart-based relationships, connections. Again, like what came through us in the beginning. Now this makes a lot of sense. How I said I see us all holding hands. This is the thing. It's gonna be effortless to align with the opportunities, with the people, with the environments that are, a match to your soul. I just said to your soul song. And one last thing that I'm going to leave you with before we're getting to go into this part, what I heard, and I would love for you to let me know if you have noticed that yourself. It's like, yes, you're gaining a lot of epiphanies where you've caged yourself in before. I can just say, like, from personal experience, just to give an example. I've been in a lot of toxic work environments, okay? As in, like, not having a good time whatsoever, got depleted and, yeah, just like robbed. My energy was just like tampered with. And this kind of pushed me into like my sovereignty solo entrepreneur journey, but it also made me afraid of trusting others again and working with others again, because every single time I tried, it bit me in the ass. And now what I realized, what came through for me is like, wait a second. Like, moving forward, I don't want to do things by myself anymore. I want to work with just kind-hearted, like inspired individuals. I just want to build together, and this is something where I'm like, oh my gosh, finally I'm opening myself up again. And I'm also opening myself up again to get involved with like organizations, companies like worldwide again. They are not bad. It was all meant to happen the way that it was meant to happen during the karmic phase. And now it's interesting how this is coming through. What I would love for you to share and like look out for is, most likely, just recently, literally within the last couple of days, you might have gained a huge, I just heard callback, but it's more like kind of also a deja vu moment. It's like something is coming back around, and it's like a massive, like soul deep dream of yours that you have carried in your heart for years, most likely ever since you were younger, like a vision, a dream, like something that you've gotten, you felt the resonance, but throughout your life up until now, it didn't amount to anything, it didn't materialize. You will know exactly what it is. It's coming around now, you're seeing it again. And what I heard is, because it's like, why suddenly is it going to work out? Well, what I heard so clearly is like your soul's most sacred dream, yeah, has been protected throughout this whole karmic phase of yours. Oh, full on body chills. Because what Source, Mother, Father, God, your guides, your higher self didn't want to happen is that it got tainted by the hurt, the learnings that you had to go through. No, like the experiences, the people, like it was all just something that your soul could handle. But the dream, the ultimate fulfillment of the vision that you have carried with you for so freaking long was always meant to come to fruition now on your dharmic path, where there's no interference, where there's just flow and things working out for you, you know? And this is just confirmation for someone, because when that came through, oh, I'm getting even emotional. Like, that is such a gift, because, yeah, you might even receive like a lot of epiphanies of how you're meant to open yourself up to like this whole vision again. Don't, be afraid. No, open. Like, this is literally, openness is a word that I saw in my meditation so freaking strongly. But anyhow, my lovely, this is all that I was meant to share with you first. Feel free to take a little breather. You might even want to watch it again, just like because I know it's like a lot of information, but you will feel the resonance probably right away. Just like put in the comments like what it does to you initially, so then you can come back to it if you feel called at a later point in your journey, like whenever that's going to be, right? But my lovely, for right here, right now, the present moment, which we're still, shedding the last layers, breaking open the cages that we didn't even realize we were still in, all in preparation for 17th of February. What is it that can best assist you right here, right now? Let's see. Those that have been here before, this is my bookie. I love this thing. I literally use it every single day. Oh, such a gift. Because you don't always have access to like YouTube videos, you know what I mean? Or not even wanting to be in front of a screen. This freaking fixes it for me. The same with like cards, like just something tangible. Yeah. Again, I hear like need for hands-on proof. I mean, you're going to be the walking example of what it means to embody spirituality. Yeah, so again, I see you having the freaking crown on your head. It's beautiful. You can honestly, yeah. Anyhow, let's see. I always get sidetracked because I'm so excited. I mean, okay, this is freaking beautiful. The title of the message that I'm meant to read you, just like the first paragraph, is like joy-centered approach. And then it says, we had it wrong all this time, huh? We're made to believe that life was always meant to feel like an uphill battle, splattered with struggles and hardships along the way. When in fact, the complete opposite, I cannot make this up, has always been true. And since you're reading this, you at the very least are starting to gain an understanding of it yourself, because it has only ever been the fear installed in us that kept us feeding the old stories and prevented us from courageously seeking out joy in each present moment. I just want to really emphasize, because opposite, I even like put it in cursive, like as, like an eye catcher, confirmation of what came through. The opposite of what you had to learn and go through, the karmic debt that you had to clear, all of that is being completely switched. Yeah, you're going to experience like the full spectrum of like the opposite. So feel free to like create a list. Like I certainly will sit with the energy as well, because it's like, what a gift. Yeah. And then of course, like all the like readings, like they're all picking up on this collective energy of like a huge wave of us is like embarking on the dharmic path now, and that looks easeful and easy and flowy. Yeah, and it's just, yeah, effortless, kind of. But anyhow, my lovely, I also gonna leave you with one card for the day, as always. If you've been here before, you know, just tap in yourself, do a little intuition test, like what card do you think is gonna pop out? I mean, if you're not familiar with tarot, what shapes, sizes, why do I always say shapes and sizes? I mean, maybe something really big, I don't know, colors, animals, anything that literally pops up in your mind's eye, or you hear, you know, like your senses are, I don't know what the tools are like and how they're heightened for you. I just know that they're gonna get more amplified and amplified. Put it in the comments to have a little additional message for you that you can then look out for in your reality, right? Because everything's connected. You already know. But anyhow, also something about self-expression. Yeah, I mean, you're fully stepping into it now. Like, there's no more holding you back. That's a fiery energy overall, you know? It's like what were like embers before are like fully setting aflame now. And you are already getting a taster for it. A lot of drive, a lot of passion for making things happen. Yes, exactly where you're meant to be, full body chills. Okay, but anyhow, my lovely, additional guidance for the present moment, right here, right now. What is it that you're meant to know? Just one card, please. So interesting. I also heard, like, and this has come through before if you've been here for a while, don't be surprised that the epiphanies that you're gaining now is kind of like putting everything that you have planned for a whirlwind, you know, just like, okay, this I guess is not meant to happen in that way, fine. You know, just see for yourself how quickly you're able to distance yourself from a certain outcome, expectation, and just know that it's meant to be something better, you know? Okay. Just so called to say that. But now please one card for this beautiful collective that gets to be part of this first wave of embodied spirituality. Okay. Okay. This is amazing. Put your guess in the comments below. Send it. Done. Here it is. Your card for the day is the Knight of Swords. That is the fastest moving knight out of them all, okay? Here's the thing. This is the representation of the energy. It's incredibly fast, okay? If you're still, because I'm right there with you, you know, we're integrating a lot of new information, a lot of new light codes, you know, like we're being upgraded, reset all at once, okay? Your body might not be able to, and it's not meant to, I just heard, keep up with the speed of energy that you're picking up on, but this is just confirmation. While you're not fully there yet to take aligned action, you know, to match the energy that you're feeling, it's about like energetically, spiritually, you're gaining a lot at this time. So freaking note it down. This is crucial at this point, because once your body is on board, you are obviously then gonna take the aligned action that is required to live your truth, right? The truth that has always been kind of kept from us, but you have successfully revealed. Yeah, this also makes me think of, and this has come through before in an earlier message, it's like it's gonna happen sooner than you think. Yeah, because it's the last stretch now. This is incredible. I mean, it makes sense, especially if you're watching it, you know, before February 17th. Like, obviously, this makes a lot of sense. And then bottom of the deck energy, something that kind of is asking for your focus. It's just like Eight of Pentacles, that is like continue to work on what you're crafting in your own, you know, like time. this is not a card of just like saying, oh, you need to rush, you need to force. Like, no, it's flow. You know, see how she's like she's chill. Yeah, she's just enjoying. Remember what came through? Joy-centered approach. She's enjoying the creation process, being very intentional with every single step that she's doing, and open, again, like not caged in, but open to new information arriving, and then open to pivot as well. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be your navigation system, I just heard, because also like I was being called to the motorbike, and you're not really having like a navigation system, right? Like it's like any new insight that you're gaining is probably causing for you to like change or switch up paths. But the thing is, like, it's all exactly how it's meant to be. It might look chaotic and like all over the place, like in the, you know, material when you're in the mind space, but for your soul, it's like it couldn't feel more aligned. And I mean, this is where you're stabilizing in. So this is truth. The mind cannot help you where you're going, but you already know this. But anyhow, my lovely, with that said, I'm feeling called to wrap this daily pick me up message up here now. Let me know in the comments, like, how did this resonate? How did this resonate? What are you picking up on also with, you know, these cosmic energies currently? If you happen to watch it first week of February, the better. You know, like, what are you picking up on with this full moon energy? What is coming to the surface for you? That would be interesting to see, because it's going to be all different side aspects of you. But such a gift, such a gift. And also, well, lovely, if you're already in the comment section, you made it to the very end of this video, right? So feel free to show me that by commenting. Oh, I literally see a gift, a present. So comment a gift emoji to not only show me that you stayed until the very end, but also to reconfirm that energy. And I'm hearing it again. Look at the gifts that the karmic phase had in store for you, and realize that this was just a taster for, because I literally see a small present. You know how it's like, is it like a China doll? Where it's like big and then small, 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 like inside of them, and you like pick it up. I literally see the reverse. It's like the karmic phase, the gifts that were, you know, accumulating, were like getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now in your dharmic phase, you literally get to get the most grandiose packages delivered for you to experience. And you freaking deserve it. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, comment a present emoji. I freaking love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me, continuing to hang out with me also. Yeah, also let me know if this is the first time you see my face. I always love to, I mean, I love reading the comments, period, but it's also too nice to see, you know, and tap into the new energies that are being attracted in, because, yep, we're all doing this together now. Dharmic path, here we come. So freaking excited. But anyhow, I'm actually gonna go now. Take care of yourself. And I will see you when I see you, which is probably going to be within the next couple of days, when I again get a huge like impulse to show up here and share what I'm receiving, which I know is needed for this collective to keep us all sane together. Again, emphasis on together. We're really doing it. I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. I'll see you when I see you. Bye 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 bye.